Hey, families of 11th graders in Mr. Abernathy's English Language Arts class. This video, I'm going to go over what students are going to be asked to do for the week of May 11th through the 15th. Should be fun, should be relatively straightforward and quick. Students will be taking a quiz where they explore the front page of a newspaper website. We looked at the Tacoma News Tribune. We chose the News Tribune because Seattle Times has a paywall. Most newspapers do either have a paywall or an article limit, and the News Tribune just has some pop-up ad sort of stuff that you can get around pretty easily. So we chose that. So here on our page, standards we're addressing is textual evidence, right? They're going to be looking at this newspaper online and talking about it using evidence from the newspaper. And some of the questions, they're going to be making claims, taking positions. So that hits our other standard where they write argumentative text. So here, link to Canvas. Here we have a link to the News Tribune. And then here we have a link to the quiz. Straightforward, that's all they're being asked to do. But if your child or if you're a student watching this and you need to get up your standards, maybe streetcar, that packet didn't go over too well for you, maybe you still are working on it and you're sitting on a pretty hefty F right now, we came up with another bonus assignment, which is also posted on Canvas, where you are looking at 2 short TED Talks about 4 minutes each, and you're going to be writing a short paper about why certain things are put on the front page of the newspaper or on the news, right? If you look at CNN, who decides what gets posted there and therefore gets the most views, the most attention, the most sensationalized. This assignment really came about just because of media literacy and knowing that with COVID taking up almost all of our news space, a lot of things, very important things, are also going under the radar, are underreported. So it's important to think about what is being not reported on because of, in this case, the pandemic. Both locally, like here in Federal Way, looking at the Federal Way Mirror, or more nationally, maybe CNN or BBC as news sources. Question we're asking parents to have with students: what are the benefits of mass media and what are the drawbacks, right? So what are the good parts about having a 24-hour news cycle, right? What are the good parts about being constantly updated about what's going on in the world? And then what are the drawbacks, right? Is it only psychological drawbacks? Are there drawbacks financially, right? Maybe something that you've been into for a long time is becoming famous and now it's really expensive to get, right? Then you can talk to your student about the news stories they talked about in their quiz. And a reminder of our office hours being at 10 to 10:30 in the morning on Mondays. Juniors have been doing pretty well. Last week we had our highest number of students show up at those office hours. So keep it up, that's awesome. Let's look over at our Canvas page for juniors real quick. So here's the front page. Most of this will be gone by the time you look at it, but we're just gonna click on our discussion. Even though they're doing a quiz, I still wanted just to keep the format. So there's a link to the quiz in the discussion here and here. A little motivational, get the students to do the optional task to improve their grade. And here's a more fleshed out explanation of their optional short paper, 350 to 500 words. That's like 3/4 of a page to a page. And it can really hit any of these standards. So RI1, W1, W4, WA, L1, L2, L4. Here's a link to the TED Talks, here's the prompt, and they'll just write that here in the response to the discussion. Type it here. Other than that, that's our task for this week for juniors. I hope everyone's doing okay. Please reach out to me either by email, or I have that Google Voice number. And for whatever reason, it doesn't ring my phone, but if you leave a message and say who you are, I'll give you a call back. Or you could text that number as well, whatever's easiest for you and your family. Other than that, I hope you all have a great week, and hopefully you've settled into a new norm. If there's anything you need, I hope you reach out to someone, whether it's me or another teacher. We can help get anything that you might need. All right, have a good one.